And today what I wanted to talk about was that everything that you're getting out of this life is a reflection of the inner work that you're doing. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth. What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish of the inner work that you're doing. What do I mean by that? I mean, hey, literally everything that you're getting out of this life is a reflection of how hard you work on yourself. If you guys don't know, I'm Mr. Fit to Flourish. Obviously, I am being fit physically, spiritually, mentally, financially, doing all of those things. And it's just a way of life. It's not like, I'm on a diet, so I can't eat this, I can't eat that. No, I'm just watching what I eat. I'm tracking it. I'm being conscious, being aware of my actions, my thoughts, my finances, and what I take in, right? But everything that you're getting out of this life is a reflection of what you put in. And when I say what you put in is what you put into yourself. So it's kind of like a cup of water. If you pour a lot of water into this cup, well, you'll probably be able to pour a lot of water out, right? If you have this big jug that you created, it can hold enough water for 10 people. Well, you worked on that jug. Now that jug's holding a lot of water. You pour a lot of water into it, and guess what? You can help 10 people. You can serve 10 people. Everything that you put into this life, put into yourself, in terms of working on yourself, you're gonna get out in life. So you might be like, oh man, well, my health is like this, my health is like that. Well, what are you doing in terms of your diet? You might say my finances are like this, my finances are like that. Well, are you taking care of yourself? Are you working hard every day to do something that you really like to do, and becoming the best at what you're doing? So I really wanted to kind of just talk about that. Like, are you getting out what you want in life? Do you have everyone always says, if you're a guy, everyone's always saying cars, clothes, hoes. Are you getting those three things in the manner, the fashion that you like? And if you're not, it's not about like, oh man, they just don't want to sell me this car because my credit, or they don't want to sell me this car, man, like, or I'm in the wrong place, or these girls just don't like me. It's all a matter of reflecting on self. You can't put the blame on anything else but yourself. Maybe your teeth are a little crooked. Maybe you need to get your teeth fixed. Focus on that. Maybe you're a little bit out of shape, and they're just like, you can't put the blame on everybody else. Okay? The book, The Kybalion says, as within, so without. It's a book, The Kybalion, by the Three Initiates. If you don't know what it is, check it out. It's like the beginning to this type of thoughts, this type of thought process. But it's basically these laws that kind of tell you, hey, how do you play this game of life, this game we call life? Well, follow these rules. And one of the first rules, if not the first rule, is as within, so without. So whatever is going on within you is going to be reflected. Don't you ever notice that when you're so desperate, you're in a state of just needing something so bad, it's never there? The world has to reflect your emotions. The world has to be a reflection of your emotions, of you. This is deep stuff right here. If you guys are looking for trading today, it's not trading today. I know I talk a lot about trading, but this stuff applies to trading as well. But what I'm basically saying is, if you're really desperate for something, the world is going to be a reflection of that. So if you're trying to chase something, then that means inherently something is running from you. And that's the only reason that you're chasing it, right? So the universe is going to respect this law of, oh man, he's chasing something. Well, we got to put something in front of him that's running. Okay? But when you feel abundant, when you feel like you have something, like you have everything that you need, then it's going to be there for you. It's going to be there for you. A lot of my affirmations, I know Dr. Wade, shout out to Dr. Wade, if you watch this video, but shout out to Dr. Wade. Not many people I don't talk to many people about like affirmations and stuff besides like a really tight circle, probably like my two brothers, maybe one other person. But we talk about affirmations. We talk about growth, physically, spiritually, financially. But we talk about just being the best version of ourselves and just go like day in and day out showing up as that person and being conscious and aware of that. Being conscious and aware of who we are being and what we are thinking every single day at every single moment. At first it's going to be kind of hard, but you can do like meditation, or you don't have to do meditation. You do whatever gets you into that state. So whatever's going to get you into the state, me and my brother, we call it the space, right? And it's just kind of like tapping into the ether or getting to a state of just productivity, getting to a state of productivity where you're just high vibration, high frequency, whatever you want to call it. But it's like you're so focused, kind of like how when athletes are in a stadium and there's all this energy, they're able to perform at high levels. So when we're talking about, hey, being the highest version of yourself, well, it's kind of like every day, all day, every day, you're a professional athlete. There's a huge crowd, a Super Bowl crowd, and they're cheering you on. That's what it really feels like, if that makes sense. But these affirmations, like, hey, I deserve everything and more, or God is within me, or God is at my back, therefore I shouldn't fear any battles. There's a ton of affirmations that I have, and I'll probably make an affirmation video soon. But just kind of, you got to affirm this and you got to believe it. So a lot of the times people will do affirmations and not believe it because you haven't put the work in on yourself. Therefore, you're going to get poor results on the outside. So when you're doing affirmations and stuff like that, make sure that you yourself believe those affirmations. But how are you going to believe it? You got to do the work. You got to do the work. So in terms of trading, I used to be like, damn, man, why am I losing so much? Like, I'm putting in the time. But did I really put in the time compared to like professionals? No, I really didn't put in the time. So I was just patient. I was like, you know what? My time will come. I just have to continue to be the best version of myself. What does that look like? Well, he's probably the best version of myself. If he wants to be a trader, the best trader ever, the best options trader ever, he's going to have to show up every single day to the charts, probably at night, probably in the morning, for 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, more than anybody. And as long as I put in the time, it's kind of like how Brady's putting in the time, Michael Jordan's putting in the time in the gym. I'm inevitably going to be better because I'm putting in more time than anybody else in the world. So inevitably, I'm going to be better than everybody else in the world. So, are you working on yourself? Are you getting the results that you want? So ask yourself those questions. Ask yourself, am I getting the results in life that I want? Do I have the cars, the clothes, the hose that I want? And if that's not what you want, if you want the friends, if you want the apartment building or the house, are you getting that? And for a lot of people, the answer is no. A lot of people, the answer is no. And the reason is, you still have work to do, and you know you do. You know you do. Are you out here getting the 10K steps in? Are you eating the things you should be eating? Are you studying how much you should be studying? Or are you just watching Netflix? Are you watching Netflix, going to the bars, hanging out all the time, eating chips? Ask yourself the question. Because at the end of the day, we all know the answers. We all have like greatness in us. We know the answers. We know how to get to where we want to go. It's a matter of just working on self every single day, going within, and producing the results by being that person day in and day out. It's kind of like watching a caterpillar one day. One day, it's just going to evolve into something extremely beautiful. Its best version of itself. The butterfly. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance,